Today we're making buffalo cauliflower wings. I know they're not a replacement for actual chicken wings, and I'm not going to pretend they are. To start, we're going to need a head of cauliflower. So just note, I'm cutting this recipe in half, but the instructions I'll leave down below will be a full recipe. My oven is preheated to 450. I have a large baking sheet lined with foil, and I'm going to start by cutting my cauliflower head in half into large florets. This may be the most difficult part of the recipe. So I'm just gonna leave this half a brain, set that aside. Hopefully I'll love these so much I'll want to make a second batch. I would consider this a large floret. Don't put those in your bowl yet. It might just be easier to break some of these up. You don't have to go too crazy with your knife. It's okay if you have some smaller florets too. I'm just gonna set my florets aside for a moment. I'm using a large bowl. I'm going to combine a half cup of flour. Remember, I'm doing a half batch. A half cup of milk. I'm using cow's milk. You can use any kind of milk, just use unsweetened if you're going with like a nut milk. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm not cutting the garlic in half. I am going to use a half teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add a quarter teaspoon of kosher salt. Go ahead and use whatever salt you have. And then the recipe doesn't say how much pepper to add, it just says black pepper, so I'm going to add an 1/8 teaspoon. Now I'm going to whisk it all together. Once you have a nice smooth batter, we're going to put all of our cauliflower into the bowl with the batter. And I'm gonna get out a spatula and just toss my cauliflower in the batter. Some people have said that they put everything in a large Ziploc bag and just shook it. You can, if you had a lid for your bowl, you could put a lid on and hold on tight and toss it all. You just want to get your cauliflower all coated, because you want to get that flour. The flour is going to help get that crispiness all over your cauliflower. Now, ideally, we don't want any naked spots on our cauliflower, but it's okay if there are some spots. Now bring on over your baking sheet and just pour your cauliflower out onto it. And then we're gonna spread our cauliflower onto the pan in an even layer. If you've ever roasted vegetables or anything, you know that having some space between each piece really helps get them golden and crispy. So that's the same thing we wanna do here. All right, let's pop these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Now we have to make our sauce. I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. My melted butter is gonna go right into my bowl. And then I'm gonna add a half cup of hot sauce. You can add whatever kind of hot sauce you want. It doesn't have to be Frank's Red Hot. Leave me a comment down below. What is your favorite hot sauce? Am I supposed to shake this? Shake well before using. Give it a good mix. The recipe says to whisk it together. All right, once it's come together, set that aside and we're gonna get our wings out. Our cauliflower wings. Hey, look at those. I like there's some brown on them. I did put mine in for 25 minutes. If you want them crunchier, put them in longer until they're all brown. Using some tongs, we're just gonna grab our cauliflower and put it right in the bowl to be sauced up. I wonder if we were supposed to grease our... Yeah, I got a feeling that I was supposed to spray my foil, grease your foil if you're using foil. All right, Grease your pan. Even if you line it with foil, grease it. Parchment might be okay. I would still grease it. All right, once you have all of your cauliflower wings into your pan, give them a good toss. Maybe don't put your nose right over the bowl. They are a little more delicate now that they're cooked and they're softer. So I don't know how much I would be shaking them around in a container like we could have when we were battering them. All right, once all of your cauliflower wings are coated in your buffalo sauce, dump them all out onto a serving platter of choice. Get out some celery and ranch or blue cheese dressing. Don't come for me that I'm using ranch instead of blue cheese dressing. Blue cheese dressing just isn't my thing. Shall we? Taste test time. Okay, I have to try one plain by itself. Remember, it's still cauliflower, not a chicken wing. Try some with some ranch. I was honestly expecting them to be a little crispier. I think that's my fault. I could have kept them in the oven for longer. Also think I had relatively a large amount of cauliflower. It was a large head of cauliflower, so I may have had less batter on them than I should have. My verdict, these will not replace your chicken wings. And like I said at the beginning, I'm not saying they will, because they won't. However, if you are trying to eat more vegetables and you do like buffalo flavor, try these out. And if you've made these before and you really like them and you did something different from what I did, drop me a comment down below. If you're looking for another appetizer to add to your menu for your next gathering or game day, click here on screen and check out my jalapeno popper video.